YouTube, Taver here. Thanks to COVID-19, it really pushed the limits of my knowledge to research many things I've never even thought I would try to teach myself. One of those would be the stock market. So real quick, before I do the actual impressions of my rifle about to do, I think it's important I share this with you. It's very good knowledge. Again, it's about the stock market, so let me go right to it. So here's the formula. If COVID-19 cases go up, then stock market prices go down. Thus, use the formula x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a times the Dow Jones. Doesn't really matter, you can use any stock market company here. And then the final result, you ready for this? All the arrows lead to this. Adopt cat. Oh shit. Okay, obviously, I know nothing about the stock market. I tried to look into that, but it's still way over my head. But what I did do during quarantine was get my training in firearms from various friends of mine that encouraged me to get out and actually use firearms. Again, I've never in my life used them, but during all this pandemic, I decided I finally would take more control in my life, and that involved learning how to shoot, the mechanics. Before I used to be really scared of any attempting to use any of them, but during this time I decided to get rid of that mindset and go right into it. So again, today's video, I'm going to talk about the Ruger Gunsite Scout. It was gifted to me, and it already has these vortex optic. It's a 2 to 10 magnification in 40 millimeter. This is a chambered in a 308, and it has this nice wood laminate finish. It's obviously a bolt action rifle, like so. What I added to it though, I added this bipod from Academy Sports. This is just a simple, cheap, I believe I paid $40 for this Caldwell bipod. This sling I also got from Academy. Very cheap stuff. Just nice add-ons just to make the gun more easy and manageable to use on the range. And I initially was talking to one of my buddies about wanting a rifle that could be used for hunting eventually. So he hooked me up with this gun for free. Very generous to that person. Entirely grateful. The amount of recoil and kick this thing has, I feel like you could have told me beforehand of how much that would have been, and I still wouldn't have listened to you, because the first time I shot this, I got what you called a scope bite. Landed my eye right here, shot the rifle, and it hit me right in the forehead. But I learned my lesson from that day forward. Never again. Never, ever, ever did I ever have that happen again. I learned exactly where to put my cheek on this thing, keep my distance from the scope, and never happen again. But I don't know. After so many brain trauma hits, it's hard to keep track of count. Anyway, I think it's hard to talk about a scout rifle without first talking about what is a scout rifle. Well, it is based off a man's vision. It is the name of Jeff Cooper, and he had the vision way back in the 80s of having a scope pointed forward on a bolt action rifle chambered in like 308. The idea was that if you have the scope far enough with enough eye relief, you could see your surroundings. You wouldn't be surprised from any threats from either side of your vision. You can keep both eyes open. Things definitely have changed since then. We have plenty of scopes that are not fixed magnifications. We have red dots. Both have, a lot of scopes and optics have generous eye relief. It kind of makes this kind of concept irrelevant. Therefore, I'm keeping the way this setup is going, mainly because it's a really nice optic. It's by Vortex. Has really nice glass. I can really zoom in on my targets pretty effectively. I can shoot about, give or take, 300 yards. And the other aspect of this rifle is the fact it comes with a 10-round magazine. It does have the option of allowing you to manually feed the rifle with your ammo, but as you'll see in the video, I do have some issues. So of note, you do need to have the magazine in the rifle to manually feed ammo as you go along. Otherwise, it'll just fall right out. It won't work. But the problem though is sometimes when I put ammo in here, manually feed it in myself, and try to put it into place, a lot of times the bullet will get stuck in the chamber here. So as you'll see in the video, I have to like smack on the ground and have the ammo fall out and then try again. It just takes a lot of effort and time to trying to find the right spot of where the ammo should go, where it should be seated, and then push this bolt forward to push it down. I think it works best if you just let it feed from the magazine, but even then, every once in a while, I do have to run the issue of it double feeding, and therefore I'll have to strip the mag and start all over again. Despite those issues, I must say it is pretty fun shooting this thing out on the range. The trigger on this, I should mention, is that's not a lot of trigger space there. Like as soon as you push that down, like it's ready to go. There's not a lot of slack with this. I will say, to me, as a new shooter, I do enjoy the fact that, given it's a bolt-action rifle, it's still very fun to use, given the fact that it has a magazine to feed from. Therefore, I'm not always having to manually feed ammo after one shot, after one shot, after one shot. I can just put 10 in there at a time. If I want to, I could always buy more mags and then swap them out as need be for quick reloading. So that is my thoughts and impressions of using this rifle. I wouldn't be qualified to quite do a full review because I don't have a good baseline of other weapons to base this off other than my own experiences. So this has been my impressions of it. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, please like this. And if you have any suggestions of how to improve my videos, leave it down in the comments below. And I would look forward to making more videos about the other weapons I own.